Okay, my name is Salihu Aliyu Meitasamu. I'm the general manager of Sagama Construction and Engineering Limited.
Okay. In simple terms, what does a typical day look like as a general manager?
Well, aside worshiping God as early as 5:30, depending on the timing, I usually go through the previous activities, that is right from home, to make sure that issues that have not been attended to are actually scheduled for the current day, and also plan ahead, strategize so as to be able to meet up with all the demands coming from different departments and units.
How do you make sure Sagama Home deliver projects on time and at the right quality?
I think it has to do with our people, starting from hiring the right people, putting them through the right training, and positioning them to deliver the best. We make sure that our people are well trained, they do the right thing at every given point in time. And in as much as it does not also, you have to look at both the internal and external customers. We also look at our suppliers. What kind of materials do they supply to us? Does it meet the requirements? We have what do you call it? A unit which takes care of all the supplies and all. So they make sure that the standard is met, like an quality assurance unit. They make sure that everything is done according to our specification so that we don't run into troubles, especially with the regulators.
What do you think truly sets Sagama Home apart from the other real estate companies?
I think here in Sagama, we walk our talk. What we say, we deliver. We don't joke with our clients. We make sure that we excite them by making sure that projects are delivered on time and handed over as and when due. So if you look at the industry, it's very common in the industry where you have a lot of people not being able to get their subscription at the end of the period they were promised. But here at Sagama, whatever we say we do, we walk our talk.
Okay. What has been your biggest challenge as general manager, and how were you able to handle it?
I think quite a few, especially when it comes to the issue of inflation. It's been very, very impactful, especially in this our sector. The reason being that a particular property has been, an amount has been placed on a particular property, sold to a client, and the cost of delivering the property, there are fluctuations here and there, and these are people that to a larger extent are trying to get shelter over their heads and all. Then having agreed on a particular amount, but because of fluctuation and prices of materials and all, you will need to get in touch with them and probably communicate to them. That period of having to, communicate to them is quite challenging, especially when you look at the way the economy is and how they have struggled to put in what they have brought in order to be able to assess their property. So communicating the change in price in some cases is quite disheartening. But then when you look at the reason behind doing that, we don't want to compromise with respect to quality. We wouldn't have any other option other than to do the needful and making sure that it's still delivered within the period stipulated.
Thank you. Where do you see Sagama Homes in the next few years?
Well, for Sagama, for a company that has been obscure and all of a sudden is going global, I think I see Sagama as a company that will outlive most of us here, and by the grace of God, we'll hand it over to our children. And that's because I believe that the right structures have been put in place, the right thing are being done, and we're already in talks with international partners, collaborations, and all. So these are steps. And even in Nigeria here, you can see our growth rate is very rapid. And I believe that Sagama will outlive us and impact positively on the economy.
Thank you for taking our time.
Thank you.